Hi, my name is Vita. This is Hippie Hub and today's video is thrift haul. Okay, today my thrift haul is quite entertaining and exciting. I went thrifting last week, I believe, and I collected a really cool variety of different items. Now, some of them are specifically targeted for particular locations where I sell vintage items, and they are particularly selected for what is trending now, which is Y2K, as particular styles that I'm hoping these are going to be the hot items. I also picked up some really cool vintage Nighties, which was very entertaining because now also it's been trending to wear it as a dress or as an item to style your outfit in a particular way. And there is a batch of men's shirts that I've been planning to go and do a good shop on because I want to do some men's shirts upcycles. And I'm really excited about this because I picked a good variety of clothes. I'm going to tell you why I bought it exactly and the importance of reading tags, because you get to see the fabric and what it's made of. Alright, so let's just get to it and start. So this gorgeous bag, I think it is so neat. I'm looking forward to put it on the rack. And it has this really cool dangly like coin kind of beads. And the quality is great. It's very firm, clean inside. I really like this. I think this would be a really cute summer item. And one of my straw bags sold that was beautiful and it had like orange details in it. So I'm hoping this will be the vibe too. I'll just go ahead and start from this side. Okay, now all of these skirts are what supposedly is trending now. And I've been seeing being worn a lot. And this is very cute. I love this little buttons. And this with the gorgeous twirly on the bottom, and the fabric is gorgeous. And this one is extra cute because this has this ruffling here and you can extend it or pull it back up. So these types of skirts are what I believe, and I've been seeing around, are the hot grabs. So I bought these. Now before, I would not prioritize getting this type of clothes because these are polyester. Now, not my favorite kind of items of fabric. I try to avoid it when I shop for myself, and I have been in the past avoiding to buy polyester for my clothing rack. But I gotta be flexible and versatile. So in some locations and for some people, priority is the style and trend. So these are now something that I do shop for, even though I didn't before. Now this skirt is actually 100% cotton. So this is like a double win. I think this one is gonna win. It's gonna be sold soon. I also been seeing around this exact style of skirts in white color being extremely popular in Toronto right now. It is like a mega trend, but I didn't see any around. So, but if I do, I would definitely shop for it. Okay, so this is so beautiful. This is a vintage nightie. Now again, these are unfortunately made out of polyester, which would not be something that I would be excited to wear. It's nylon, which is the same thing. It is beautiful. You know, if I found something like this in silk, I would be like, I want to keep it for myself, or it would sell for a very sweet price. So like I said, I wouldn't want to sleep in this, but now People are buying these because they have been trending as dresses. And this beautiful, beautiful design and style, vintage nightie, and the bottom is gorgeous. It has this, and I can totally see this being worn as a sheer dress with the right type of styling effects, with maybe a bodysuit underneath, or like a swimsuit with a nice belt, or maybe even use it as a top and put a maxi skirt on top of it, but have these sticking out from underneath. So there's a lot of ways you could play around with it, and you know, it's up to a person how they want to style it. Again, these slips, these undershirts are very trendy now as tops, and I don't blame people, because look at this. If you wear this with jeans, it is so pretty. And this black one is so lovely. I think one of them is like made in Canada. Yes, made in Canada, and the super old tag. And it is so nice to find items like this. I got really lucky. In one thrifting day, I found all of these in a perfect condition, beautiful and clean, and just perfect for reselling. Also, this was in a lingerie section. I don't have a tag, but it does have that vintage feel, and also I can imagine it being a very pretty item as a beach cover-up, or to wear it over like a tiny little top with shorts, and I think it's very elegant and gorgeous. These types of tops are so trendy now. This is like so 2000s, it's so Y2K. The ruffles, the scribble, scrunchy, wrinkly fabric, the colors, this is a win-win. I can't wait to put it on a rack, because I believe that it's gonna be one of the items that will sell fast. Now, this is also was in the lingerie section, but people love these as tops and dresses. This is like a little nightie, but it's Lindor Biz Montreal. So this is very cute tag. I love that. And I think this is so pretty. And to be honest, I would wear this on top of shorts as a summer top too. But I'm going to be putting it on the rack, because I know that these type of items are now a hot grab. Also, now moving on onto dresses, I have already brought a couple of cute items to the shop, because I just couldn't wait. I was like, I gotta drop it off. So on Saturday, I just dropped a couple of them off in a couple of locations where I was on the way, because I was going that direction anyway. So I got a couple of really beautiful silk dresses. 2 silk dresses, one in orange and another one in cream and black. Stunning, great condition. It's so 2000s, and it is silk. The brand is Laundry, and they are just so, I love it. I'm so excited about them. They're on the rack in one of the locations, and some other little dresses that I brought it to the other location. So I'm really looking forward to see what sells where. So there's also like a very cute little pink slip dress with a very nice things on the top here. In the front, there's the red dress with white flowers. There's a white dress with black and florals and little ruffles, very Y2K. And also a very cute black little dress, but very small size. I think it's very cute, so we'll see how it goes. Also, because part of the dresses, there was this one too that I bought, and I think is so nice. I can imagine when you put it on how nicely it shapes because this is ruffled and this black accents going around your neck and down, and it has that perfect skirt that is trending now. So I'm really looking forward to bring it on the rack. I did not put it on the rack yet because I was still cleaning it. I managed to wash and hang dry the other items, and this one was still quite wet, so I didn't bring it in, but I think I'm gonna bring it my next restock, because now it's the wedding season, so maybe somebody going to a wedding can wear this. I really specifically love this a lot. All right, this is also the Y2K trends. This is next, I believe, Esprit black, perfect condition. I don't even think anybody wore it, to be honest. This very beautiful accent here, and this particular shape and style of tops are also very trendy right now. So I am looking forward to bringing it on the rack. Okay, these two skirts. So this I grabbed. It is Tommy Hilfiger, so it's not like mega vintage old, but it's like 2000s. I thought it was very cute, pattern and gray, and this one goes kind of in a good combo if I bring two of them at the same time. This one is very vintage. This one is wool. The only thing is that it is very small size. So somebody who is going to wear it will have to have a tiny itsy bitsy waist. But you never know. Okay, so I went to a pajama section where I found all the nighties, and I spotted some other tops. So some of these, I don't know if it's for sale yet. Some pajamas are for myself. So let me start with these. Okay, so this top, it's Juicy Couture sleepwear. Now this is not a vintage tag, but people do go crazy for Juicy. So I don't know, I grabbed it, it was completely new and clean. I just bought it, and I will figure out what I'm going to do. The worst case, my daughter can wear it, but we'll see. This one I thought was a great purchase. This is 100% cotton, and it has this really beautiful little frillies on the neckline, and it's completely clean, 100% new. I don't know if it's gonna be for sale, but you know what? These types of tops, like in the fall and spring and winter, I wear every single day. So having like a nice fresh clean top like that, it is always a win, especially when you pay a couple of dollars in a thrift. Okay, I grabbed these pajamas because I thought they were really cute, and I usually don't own pajamas, and I feel like I probably should, because I end up sleeping just like in a t-shirt and undies, and then when I get up and I go to the kitchen and I have a window here, I'm always looking for something to cover my butt. So I'm like, if I sleep in this t-shirt and then I get up and I put these pants on, there you go, it's my outfit. Now, at that point when I was shopping, I was already quite in a hurry, and I didn't overanalyze this. I just thought, oh, it's clean, it's new, the feel is really good. But then when I got home, I started reading it a little bit more, and it is only 33% cotton and 65% polyester. So if I analyze this a little bit better, I probably would have left this. This was one of those exciting grabs. That's the thing about the importance of actually paying attention to the print, to the tag on the clothing, because you can get fooled. Sometimes the way they manufacture these fabrics, it really does feel cozy and cottony, but then when you look deeper into it, you get a lot of polyester. And you know, if it was just like a lovely skirt that had a little bit of polyester in it, it was flowy, I would be like, yeah, whatever, you know, the style is good. But because it's pajamas, it's something I would sleep in, Now I'm not too excited about sleeping in this because of the amount of polyester in there, but I think you can still serve a purpose for me as like during the day loungewear. If I'm staying home and I'm gonna do yoga and I really want to be cozy, I can just pop this on and I'll be good. Or when for example, also my dad is coming over in July to visit, so when we're all gonna stay here for a little bit, you know, like instead of me being, you know, inappropriate, this will help me to just put something on, like, so that I can, you know, go to the kitchen covered up without feeling like I have to get fully dressed and stuff like that. Okay, this was one of those pajama grabs that are also not ideal fabric, but it was new and clean. For kind of the same purpose why I grabbed the other ones. This one is extra large. It's 1X, so I believe it's extra large. But this came with shorts as a set. It had like this really flowy shorts. Now it is not really my size, but let me explain. I am tall. I do have hips and meaty thighs, so for me regular sizes can be so awkward. Like if I get something smaller here, then I'm missing a length. If I get extra bigger size, then it's too big here, but then the length is good. So, but for this type of flowy pajamas, this actually is almost like a nightie. It covers my bum, so I could just have this as a little nightie with just underwear underneath. And the shorts I actually simply resized, but I put it in the laundry because I was cooking pancakes in the morning with my son and I splashed pancake dough on it, so it's in the laundry. But what I did, I simply cut off the original elastic and I folded it. I put one stitch in it and I pierced another elastic in, and now it fits me perfectly. It just ruffles on the waist and it has like a super flowy, comfortable shorts situation happening. So there you go. Sometimes you gotta be creative and shop off your size because our body shapes are so different. Like it is impossible to manufacture a cut or design that will fit absolutely everyone. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I have been altering my clothes, because the fit is never perfect, and I do go and get something just because I like the fabric, you know, I think it's a great item, and then I have to fix it up. So yes. All right, these two items I did not thrift just recently. I thrifted them a little while ago, but I'm changing the location of where it was on the rack because the color combinations I think are gonna be going a little bit better. So this is a very, very cool. I actually love this. I actually wanted to keep it for myself, but then I put it on. Even though the size is right, there's something about it that is not doing any favors for me. It just doesn't. I think it looks better on someone a little bit slimmer, so that this can be more loose and hanging. Because for me, I put it on and it was like tight on my hips and thighs, and it was just a little bit odd. I imagine this being a little bit of a looser fit, just with a snug elastic in the middle. And I imagine this being a perfect item going on the boat or on the cottage, just hanging out. And it is, fortunately, I believe, yeah, it is 75% cotton and 25 polyester. So it is not too bad. And with this kind of situation, you know, like if it's 100% cotton, it wouldn't be stretchy. But because that 25% polyester is given it elasticity and durability, it is not the worst situation. Okay, I'm obsessed about this one. This is one of my favorite things I have shopped. So this is like a wrap-up towel dress, and it's vintage. and it opens all the way and you literally just wrap it up. How perfect is that for like coming out of the shower, or if you are in the beach and you need to change, or you coming, you know, like traveling. And it is 100% cotton, this sweet little thing. No, I'm lying. It is 92% cotton and 8% polyester here. But also the 8% polyester could easily be like the decorations here. And this actual towel could easily be 100% cotton. So the 8% of polyester, I'm not too stressed about it. And it is really, really cute. I was literally wanting to keep it. And if nobody buys it, I will have no choice but keep it. But I have a feeling it will sell during summer, because it is a great grab. Okay. Also, these 3 shirts I picked up a couple of weeks ago. And it was one of these things where I was like, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? They were clean. They were good condition. They are cotton. They are Northern Reflections, but they're not really like vintage. They have this more of a recent stamp print, not original, like not a proper tag. But what I thought I can do with them, like the worst case, I can just use them as my pajamas. No problem. But also, I could use these for upcycle projects, because all the colors in a combination together, they actually blend really nicely. So I could cut them up and turn them into different patchwork tops, or I could restyle the whole thing, or I could turn it into a skirt. There's a lot of possibilities. So like I said, these were one of the things that I bought without knowing exactly what I'm gonna do with it, because I don't think it's the greatest idea to sell these in a vintage store. But at the same time, maybe I need to do a little bit more research to know exactly how back does that date. But we will figure it out. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's move on to all the men's shirts. Now, this shirt I already shared in a thrift video where I did thrifting by the pound. I believe it's called Thrill Thrifter. I will tag that video in this. I believe it was also a very good shopping day. I bought a lot of lovely items and a lot of them already sold. But this one, I find it difficult to let go. I don't know if I want to really keep it, or it's because I was waiting to collect a couple of items of that type so I can bring it in like as a little badge. Because sometimes when there are too many odd clothes on your rack, it just starts to look like a little confusing pile of clothes. You want it to be somehow somewhat organized, like in some sort of batches. It's like a pile of t-shirts, a pile of shirts, a pile of skirts, so that it somehow either it goes between each other, or in a category, or in a color. So anyway, one of these shirts, I think it is so beautiful. It is clean. I don't know if I know what fabric it is, but it does feel really like good quality. Feels almost like linen. But I love these details and this back, and I could totally see myself wearing this as just like a cover up. I love the size of it. It would just fall nicely on me. If it's not for me, my husband could wear it too. So, but again, I say that sometimes about some items that, oh, this one is for me, but then I start shopping and suddenly I have all this mountain of things that I would love to keep. So then I start selling everything because I get overwhelmed, and in the end of the day, how many clothes can I wear on my own, right? Okay, this shirt, beautiful. Beautiful shirt. I love the color of it. It's slightly unique. It's kind of like a little bit pinky grayish, and it is 100% Egyptian cotton. Now, the main reason why, like I said, I was shopping for men's shirts is for upcycling, but within that pile, there are some shirts that I'm not sure if I want to cut up, like this one. I think I'm gonna save this for my husband because it is a very good quality and nice shirt. And yeah, and also because I don't really sell men's clothes, sometimes I put men's clothes on my rack when I envision it being a some sort of like a cover up, like a shirt over the jeans. Then I'll tell you there are some shirts like that here of potentially selling as it is. Okay, also this one, 100% cotton. Now, finally, out of all the men's shirts that I went through, the cleanest and the neatest shirts had some sort of purpley shades. I do have some yellows and blues, but there's a lot of purple. And I did not specifically aim for that, but I don't know if it's men who wear purple are more pedantic, or or is it because maybe somebody tried to be adventurous and buy themselves a different kind of color shirt but never dared to wear purple. I really don't know what the reason was, but there were a lot of other type of shirts that were not clean or not great condition, so I didn't want to buy it. But all the best quality shirts had some sort of purple shade to it. So it's a mystery. You let me know. What reason could that be? Okay. I don't see anything wrong though, men wearing pink or purple though. Like my husband wears like pink shirts and t-shirts all the time. So I'm so used to that. I think like there was also a trend a long time ago when I was living in England, like all men were wearing pink shirts. It was like the trendiest thing ever. Like skinny jeans of that era, like 2000, early 2000s. It was skinny jeans for casual wear, and it was for office men, it was pink shirts. Like that was like the uniform. But anyway, let's move on. So this is 100% cotton shirt, beautiful and clean. I believe I would use this one for upcycling or maybe reselling. I don't know, because or maybe even give it to my husband. I don't know. These are the two shirts that I'm not sure, because they are very good quality and very good condition, and I'm not sure if I want to cut them up. But we will see. Okay, this one I am obsessed about. I am really, really insanely in love with yellow lately. One of my favorite colors for like wearing clothes is like blue and green and brown and yellow. And lately I've been getting a little more into red. Purple is not my color particularly. I don't know what it is about purple. I never feel right wearing purple. But lately, like there was a phase where I wore a lot of blue, but lately I am really into greens and yellows and some like this kind of combinations. So yeah, there you go. This is so yummy. It's 100% cotton, made in Hungary. And it is so like, it's thick and warm. It is not a summer shirt. And it is Land's End. I don't really know this brand particularly, but it feels vintage to me. And also I do not want to sell this because I want this shirt in my life as a cozy, just like when I feel like I want to pop like a long baggy shirt over myself that is warm in fall or winter, or just loungewear. I can just roll up the sleeves, or even if I want to at some point I can trim the sleeves, but to be honest I don't want to touch it. I want to leave it as it is. If I end up not wearing it, I believe this is the type of shirt that I would resell without damaging it, because I do respect good quality clothes too, and if they still so good, I do not want to cut it up. That's why me making Hippie Crow Hub as handmade, upcycle, and vintage as a combination works so well, because when I do shop for like things to upcycle or vintage things, there's always both that I find, that things that are damaged that need to be upcycled or can be reused or remade, or I find these gorgeous vintage items that I wouldn't dare to cut up because they deserve to last longer as it is, right? Okay, moving on. Okay, this type of shirt, this is also, I believe, let's just read this. This one is 96.5% cotton. Okay, so it's mostly cotton. It's very small amount of polyester, but I believe that maybe that is just for the elasticity, because it does have slight elasticity in it. I love this shirt, and also I'm not sure if I would want to cut it up, because I think it is a really nice shirt to wear as a beach cover up or just as a styling just over it. So this, and it's clean, it's great condition. So this kind of shirt I would either keep or resell as it is, or at least try to resell it first, and if it doesn't sell, then I can upcycle it. I can rework it. This is the same. This is broken in Oxford, made to the specification of J. Crew organic cotton. Okay, look at this entertaining tag. Love it. Full blast. Gorgeous shirt, great condition. I think this kind of shirt women can easily wear, so I would also potentially just put it on the rack as it is. Same with these two. This one is Eddie Bauer, and it is 100% cotton, and it's made in Malaysia. So now this brand was making clothes in Macau at some point. I have some skirts of this brand that I have on one of the racks in one of the shops, and I like it. And this is also a very nice color and pattern and clean shirt, and I believe that I do not want to cut it up right away, so I might try to just bring it on the rack. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is another shirt. It's 100% cotton. It's Northern Reflections, but it is vintage tag. Look how beautiful it is, and you see the difference. Now, we love this brand, but you see the difference. There is this Northern Reflections, and then there's this Northern Reflections. Now, Northern Reflections, I've seen a lot of different types of tags, same as denier, because they do change them through time. But yes, I think this is a very, very nice color and pattern and feel and condition of a shirt to just wear it as a cover up, maybe in the evening going camping. You know, I think these are great like cabin life or just like a styling thing shirts. So there's few shirts that I don't want to cut up yet. I think I said that already like 1 million times. Apologize for repeating myself. Okay, this is another, okay, this entire batch of shirts are for upcycling for sure. This is a very beautiful 100% cotton shirt, but I don't envision it being on the rack. It's also it's not really vintage, and it's like, yeah, like I think this type of pattern and generally this particular look is better for upcycling. Now this also, all of these, I'm not gonna go into detail of every tag because I'm gonna make this video super long, but I already checked tags on these shirts and they are a mix. So they are a little bit cotton, a little bit polyester, more or less a mix. So and they are not like proper vintage. So I would totally use that for upcycling. And all of these colors, they vibe together, so I can mix and match and cross them and, you know, add different color ruffles. I could use the sleeves as a patchwork. Anyway, this would be an entire new video, so just giving you heads up. So I would be looking forward to do that for the video and also as a testing thing for the rack. So this shirt, but they all very clean and good. Also this shirt, I would totally do for upcycling because this type of pattern, and it's very, very like dress kind of shirt like. Same with this one. Same with this one. And you can see that they are all somehow purple, mostly in some funny way. Okay, this one. All right, this is a nice shirt. This is actually a cotton shirt, but it has a bit of a coloring here happening, and it also has a little stain here. Now I could still try to, I already washed these shirts, but I didn't like do intense stain cleaning because most of them didn't need that. Only this shirt has slight damaging, and I saw it as I was thrifting it, but I still see a lot of potential for this particular fabric because the feel is so good, and I could remove the collar and just create a different type of cut here. And also I could just trim the shirt and turn it into just a different style. So this will definitely be remade. Also this little shirt, now looking at the buttons, it does look vintage. It doesn't have any tag. I don't know what fabric it is. I don't know what brand it is. And I had like this beautiful blouses at what point brought in on the rack as a bundle, and this is the only one that didn't sell and was lingering for a long time, even though I reduced the price. So it's like a poor little reject, but I think it is very pretty. It is slightly small for me. The sleeves are a little bit too small, and it is very snug, so not my favorite kind of vibe for me to wear. So I think I am going to do something with it. I think this is going to be an upcycle at this point. So we will see. So I added onto this batch of shirt projects. All right, my friends, I think we are done. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, to kind of like round up like little new thought process details that are going into my thrifting, because I'm thrifting for my family, for my business, for projects, for reselling. So there's a lot, but you know, it's funny because even though I'm expanding what I'm thrifting, I'm also becoming a lot more choosy and picky of what I'm thrifting. Like before I would thrift, like if I saw something that I like the style of, and if it was like fast fashion, I wouldn't question it, I would just buy it. But now I don't really see a value in these clothes, not at this point at least. Like there are some brands that, you know, people do love shopping for Zara clothes in a thrift, and there's a lot of them there. I don't really feel the need for that because I feel like more vintage items are more entertaining. And now, like I said, the Y2K clothes are very popular, and like the shirts for upcycles, you know, this is another thing. I do personally like natural fibers a lot more, so if I find some shirts or blouses that are like cotton or silk, I'm always so happy to find it because it has more value. And again, not everybody cares about it. A lot of it depends on the shopper, it depends on the priorities of the person, it depends on their phase in life, you know. So it's understandable because I've been there too. I didn't care before about the fabrics, now I care about the fabrics a lot more. But I'm happy to also maneuver around providing like the popular items of what the demand is, because I have to be business wise too and be flexible and adaptable to what the demand is. So You know, the hustle is on. Okay, like I said, I will love you and leave you. I'm already like out of breath. And stay creative. New video every Monday at 10 a.m. Like, comment, and subscribe. I love having a little chat under my videos with people. I love to engage with my audience. I feel like I'm actually communicating and making this like a real like back and forth feedback thing. If I'm wording this right, you know what I mean. Sometimes I mumbo jumbo what I'm saying, but if it makes sense, great. I think I'm getting tired at this point. But yes, so do let me know what your thoughts are. Do let me know what kind of items in a thrift, if you go thrifting, you find that is like a gem for you. What kind of items you stay away from. So just do share whatever you feel like, and let's talk about this. Okay. Have a lovely week and keep on thrifting if you do. Stay creative and do all this hippie stuff because it's cool. Alrighty. Mwah.